Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. My name is Dave Little, and we are coming to you live from the Dave Cave with Epic Basketball League playoff action. Tonight we present Game 2 of the Silver Tier Series between the Detroit Pistons and the San Diego Rockets. Let's take you to the game screen for a playoff update. And here we go. The Silver Tier playoffs are underway. And if you're not familiar with the playoff structure of the Epic Basketball League, we run this league in 3 divisions. And the system uses promotion and relegation at the end of each season. And the lowest division is the Bronze Division, and those teams had a Bronze Tier playoff, with the San Diego Rockets and the San Francisco Warriors emerging to enter the Silver Tier playoffs, along with the 6 teams that competed in the Silver Division throughout the season. 2 of the Silver Tier teams will advance to the Gold Tier, and tonight the Detroit Pistons are the first team to have that opportunity. They defeated the San Diego Rockets in the first game of this playoff series in a very exciting matchup, 108-106. When Dave Bing connected on 2 free throws with 3 seconds left in the game to give the Pistons the victory. Tonight we are in San Diego at the San Diego Sports Arena, and if Detroit can steal a road win, they will move into the Gold Tier of the playoffs with a shot at the Epic Basketball League Championship. In the other half of the Silver Tier, the Cincinnati Royals and Seattle Supersonics are doing battle. They are now tied at 1 game apiece. Each team held serve on their home court, and they will be moving to Cincinnati for Game 3 of that series, with the winner of Game 3 advancing to the Gold Tier for a matchup with the Los Angeles Lakers. So that is where things stand with the playoff action. And we thank you all for joining us here tonight in the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Now let's head to the court for tonight's ball game. We'll start with the starting lineups for the visiting Detroit Pistons. At your point guard is Dave Bing. He is the man for the Pistons. First team All-NBA. Finished the regular season in the Epic Basketball League 7th overall in scoring at 24.7 points per game, and 2nd in steals at 3.2 per game. Jimmy Walker is your shooting guard. Walker, a very exciting 4th-year man out of Providence. A streak shooter. He will get hot and light it up, or he will lay an egg, one way or the other. And in a lot of cases, as Walker goes, so go the Pistons. Bob Quick is your starting small forward, 3rd-year man out of Xavier. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Terry Dischinger, is your inside man at the power forward. And the center is the sensational rookie Bob Lanier. First team All-Rookie out of St. Bonaventure. And that is your starting lineup for the Detroit Pistons. In San Diego, it is all about the center, Elvin Hayes. He is the man on this team. He is 3rd-year man out of the University of Houston, a Hall of Famer, an All-Star. And in the debut of the Epic Basketball League, Hayes led the league in points. He led the league in rebounds. He led the league in block shots. He is Mr. Everything for the Rockets. The Rockets also boast a sensational rookie in point guard Calvin Murphy out of Niagara, who would also go on to a Hall of Fame career. Stu Lance is your shooting guard. Lance, the 3rd-year man out of Nebraska, and he can light it up from the perimeter. John Trapp is a solid defensive small forward, and Don Adams is your power forward. Also a rookie out of Northwestern. And he and Hayes are a formidable duo on the boards. And so they'll need lots of rebounding and good defense tonight as they attempt to survive this challenge from the Pistons and extend their season at least one more game into the playoffs. And with that, we will head to the stadium for the opening tip. ID Jester is in the chat room. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for coming in. And San Diego has won the tip, and they will start on offense, moving from left to right on your computer screen. Calvin Murphy directing traffic. He is going to look right down low to the big man, Elvin Hayes, down low. Hayes has a very solid defender in his face in Bob Lanier, but Hayes gets the first layup to go, and it is now 2-0 in favor of the Rockets. Pistons come back with their first possession. Dave Bing directs the offense and flips it over to Jimmy Walker on the wing. Walker working against Elvin Hayes on the switch. He's got room to take the perimeter jump shot, but he cannot get it to go. Rebound for Calvin Murphy, and back come the Rockets. They're going to look down low to Hayes once again in transition, with Jimmy Walker on him on the switch, and Hayes hits nothing but net. He's 2 for 2, and the Rockets are up 4-0. Back come the Pistons. They're going to go inside to Lanier, working on the post against Hayes. One-handed jump hook is around the rim and off. Your rebound is captured by Lanier himself. Lanier's putback attempt with the left hand is up and around the rim and out once again. And this time the rebound goes to Calvin Murphy. Here come the San Diego Rockets. Murphy looks for an opening, well guarded by Bing, who is a strong defender. Flips it over to Lance on the perimeter. Lance puts it on the floor. Takes it inside. He's cut off by Dischinger. He stops and pops in the lane. Shot no good. Rebound Elvin Hayes on the offensive glass. Hayes with the putback. It's a fadeaway, no good. Rebounded by Adams, and Adams tosses it back out. Already the duo of Adams and Hayes are making their presence known on the offensive glass. San Diego out to a 4-1 rebounding advantage in the early going. Murphy swings it over to Lance on the perimeter once again, and this time Lance buries it. And it is 6-0 in favor of San Diego. Rockets off to a quick start, much to the delight of the home fans, as Bing tries to settle his team and get something going offensively. Bing is going to look inside once again to Lanier. Short jump shot won't go down. And this rebound, no, we've got a whistle on the play. He is fouled by Don Adams. And it will be Bob Lanier headed to the free throw line for 2 shots, in hopes of getting the Pistons onto the board for the very first time. Lanier steps to the free throw line and connects on the first. Second shot by Lanier is no good. Quick and Hayes battle for the rebound, and Elvin Hayes comes out with it for the Rockets. 6-1 now, Rockets lead. Just over a minute gone by, as Calvin Murphy swings the ball around and they go down inside once again to Elvin Hayes on the block. His short jump shot tickles the twine. That's 6 for Hayes, and the Rockets now lead 8-1. They're threatening to run away with this game early. Bing being aggressive on the offense. He takes the shot himself. It's no good. Dischinger pulls the offensive rebound. Can he get the putback to go? His short jump shot is tipped away by Hayes on the block shot. Lanier and Hayes fight for possession, and we've got a loose ball foul on the play, and that will be whistled against Lanier. First foul on Lanier, and it will be Elvin Hayes for 1 shot going to the line for San Diego. Hayes from the free throw line, a 67% free throw shooter, and he missed it. Battle for the rebound is stolen away by Murphy and back out on top. Rockets will have a fresh 24 to work with, as Murphy quarterbacks the offense. He gets it down low to Don Adams, working against Dischinger. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Dischinger swings it back out to Murphy on top. They get it down to Adams, and it's stolen away by Bob Quick. Quick gets out of there with it, but slows the pace down and gets it back to Bing on the point. Bing swings it down low to Lanier, forced out onto the baseline by Hayes. Lanier has no shot, so he's going to swing it back out to Jimmy Walker on the wing. Walker from the outside drives to the basket, steps around Don Adams on the switch, lays it up and good. Nice move by Jimmy Walker to get the open layup, and the Pistons have their first field goal of the night. Original Grognard, welcome to the channel. Arnold Hunter, welcome. Thank you all for joining us here tonight for playoff action as the Detroit Pistons visit the San Diego Rockets. The Rockets are off to a good start after 2 minutes of play. Elvin Hayes already with 6 points, and the Rockets have an 8-3 lead. Murphy takes the jump shot himself. He won't go down, but he is fouled on the play by Quick. And Murphy will go to the line to shoot 2. Murphy shot 82% from the line in his rookie season. And as his career went on, Murphy became one of the premier free throw shooters in NBA history. He connects on the first. Second shot by Murphy is good. And the Rockets now lead 10-3. Pistons need a touchdown and an extra point to get back into this game. What's Bing going to do? Bing flips it over to Jimmy Walker, who scored on their last possession, but Walker fumbles this one out of bounds for a turnover. And it will be San Diego basketball. Rockets look inside to John Trapp. Trapp gets loose in the lane. His jump shot spins out. Not much of an offensive threat typically, but Trapp grabs his own rebound. Trapp with a putback attempt, also no good. And this rebound will be taken, actually a scrum. Hayes had his hands on it, had it knocked away. Last touch by Hayes, out of bounds to the Pistons. Detroit basketball, they're going to look inside once again to Lanier. Murphy, a stellar perimeter defender. He cannot get, Bing cannot get around him, and Murphy stole it. Murphy stole the basketball. He's out in front, and the Rockets have numbers. Murphy leading the break, gets it over to Walker. Gets around Walker. Murphy goes end to end, lays it up and good. The Rockets are making this a blowout in the early going. And Detroit Pistons coach Butch Van Bredekoff is not very happy about the start of this ball game. Bing now back over to Jimmy Walker. Walker from the outside loses it again. Recovers it, but traveled. Walker got the ball pinned on his left hip. Good defense by Stu Lance on the play, forcing another turnover for the Pistons. Once again, the Rockets have the basketball, and they've got a chance already to open up a double-digit lead. Will they look inside to Hayes? No, Murphy's going to call his own number. From outside, shoots the deep jump shot, no good. Rebound on the play goes to Lanier. And here come the Detroit Pistons. Bing working against Murphy. He's going to put it on the floor this time, takes it to the basket and gets it up and good. Dave Bing hits the layup, and it is a 12-5 ball game. Murphy swings it over to Lance. Lance comes off the pick, has room to get the jump shot, but cannot get it to fall. Somebody got him on the arm. It was Jimmy Walker who was called on the foul on the play. First personal on Walker. Third team foul for the Pistons. And it will be Stu Lance shooting 2 for San Diego. 77% free throw shooter for the replay. He connects on the first. Second shot for Lance is good. And once again, the Rockets have a 9-point lead. 8:22 to play, first quarter. Pistons basketball. Bing. Being hounded on the point by Murphy. Tries to get it down low into Lanier. They can't find Lanier. They get it to Quick inside. Quick's shot is up no good. No foul called on the play despite plenty of contact. And Stu Lance comes out with the rebound for San Diego. Murphy brings it up slowly. Delivers it over to Lance on the wing. Lance works against Jimmy Walker. He drives to the hole. Lanier cuts him off. Lance is forced to take the jumper in the lane. It's no good. And on the rebound, we have another loose ball foul called, and this one is on Don Adams. That will be his second. And Adams will have to sit. Rudy Tomjanovich, the rookie out of the University of Michigan, into the game to replace Don Adams. As Terry Dischinger steps to the line for one free throw. And as the players line up at the free throw line, I'd like to welcome W. Voggs to the chat room, along with Arnold Hunter and ID Jester and the original Grognard. Hope you all enjoy tonight's playoff action. Dischinger to shoot the free throw. It is up and good. 14-6 now. Rockets with the 8-point lead and the basketball. Murphy finds Rudy Tomjanovich open in the lane. He fakes against Dischinger, shoots the short jumper, nothing but net. And the Rockets have now opened a 10-point lead for the first time. Detroit playing with a sense of urgency. Although if they do lose this game, there will be a Game 3 back in Detroit later this week. They swing it over to Jimmy Walker. Fadeaway jump shot, no good. But somebody got him on the arm. That foul was called on Hayes. Hayes was trapped out there on the switch. He gets called for his first personal of the night. He glares at the ref. Elvin didn't like that call, but the ref just shrugs his shoulders and says, sorry, Elvin, your opinion doesn't matter. Jimmy Walker, an 83% free throw shooter, hits the first. Walker with the second shot, up and good. Rockets lead 16-8, 7.5 minutes to play first quarter. As Murphy sets the offense. He's got Lance available on the perimeter. What's Lance going to do? Will he swing it down to Hayes? Yes, he will. Hayes gets it back out to Lance on the wing. Over to Murphy. Back over to Hayes and back over to Lance. And Lance tried to get it back to Hayes but threw it away for a turnover, and it will be Detroit basketball. Detroit's going to look inside once again to Bob Lanier. Lanier with the short jump shot is good. That's his first field goal of the night. They need to get him going. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the play. Foul is on Trapp, and Lanier has the opportunity for the and one. He steps to the line and hits the free throw. 16-11. Pistons cut the lead to 5, just like that. Rockets look back down inside to Hayes. Hayes inside, shoots from in close, it won't go down. Rebound off iron. Hayes gets his own board. Hayes on the putback attempt. And that one is blocked away by Lanier. Nice recovery by Lanier on the defense, but Murphy grabs the offensive rebound and pulls it back out on top to restart the offense with a fresh 24 seconds on the shot clock. 7 minutes to play now, first quarter. Murphy working against Bing. Murphy crosses him over, goes to his left, gets into the lane. He's cut off by Lanier. He stops and pops, but his jump shot is off to the left, and Bing comes out with the rebound. Rockets are quick back on defense in transition, and Jimmy Walker is forced to slow the ball down and give it back to Bing on the perimeter. Bing works against Murphy. Comes inside. Bing goes into the lane, and Trapp stripped it away from Bing. Basketball goes back to San Diego on the turnover. Pistons defending tightly. Bing cuts off Murphy. Murphy forces it down to Tomjanovich inside against Dischinger. 17 on the shot clock. Tomjanovich with the interior pass to Hayes. In the low post defended by Lanier. Hayes lays it up and good. 8 points now for Hayes, and the Rockets go back up by 7. Pistons run the high-low screen play. They get Lanier loose inside, and he delivers. Good movement without the ball by Lanier to get himself open for that easy shot. San Diego comes back. Still up by 5, 6:20 to play. Murphy puts it on the floor. And Jimmy Walker reaches in and grabbed him as he went by. And that's going to be 2 fouls on Jimmy Walker, which will bring Howie Comives into the game for Detroit. Comives will run the point. Bing slides over to the shooting guard. And it will be 1 shot for Murphy as that foul was called on the floor. Murphy already 2 for 2 on the game from the line. Make it 3 for 3 as he puts the Rockets up 19-13. Pistons basketball. They look inside to Lanier. Lanier from point-blank range unloads that one and gets all net. Lanier's getting it going now, and the lead has been cut to 4. San Diego comes back with Murphy. Directing traffic. Flips it down inside to Hayes. Back to the basket, working against Lanier. Lanier's got those long arms, but it was Comives who came in and reached in. Tried to give some help to Lanier on the low post, and they get Comives for the foul. And that is the 5th team foul on the Pistons. And it will be a 2-shot foul for Elvin Hayes. 67% free throw shooter on the replay, and he hits the first. Second shot for Hayes is also good. And Hayes already is in double figures with 10 points to go with 4 rebounds as we are just over the halfway point here in the first quarter. Pistons, here come the Pistons, says ID Jester. They've got Dischinger open on the baseline. He shoots from 12 feet. No good, off rim. Foul is called on the play on Rudy T. And that will be 5 team fouls on San Diego. Both teams now in the bonus the rest of the way. Dischinger will shoot 2. First shot for Dischinger is off iron, no good. Dischinger dribbles, bends the knees, eyes on the basket, and the second shot is good. 21-16, once again a 5-point game for the Rockets. They have possession as Murphy works against Howie Comives into the game. Is he going to take the shot? He tries to drive, and Quick stole it. Quick stole it, and the Pistons have numbers in transition. Howie Comives leads the break, gets it to Quick. Quick's layup attempt is no good, but Murphy got him on the arm, and Quick will go to the free throw line. First foul on Murphy as Quick goes to the line with a bonus, so he'll have 3 opportunities to make 2 free throws. Quick hits the first. And Quick sets up, takes a deep breath, delivers the free throw. It's good. First 2 points of the game for Quick, and it is now a 3-point lead. Rockets were looking to blow this one open early, but the Pistons have kept their poise and worked their way back into this game. Hayes wants the ball on the block. Murphy gets it to him. Hayes with the layup inside is good. Nice drop step around Lanier, and Hayes got that one to go. Veteran maneuver against the very talented rookie Lanier, but Hayes already with 12 points in the first quarter, and the Rockets are back up by 5. Here come the Pistons. They get it down low to Lanier. He wants revenge. He works against Hayes in the low post. His short jump shot is blocked by Hayes. The veteran got the best of him that time. Out of bounds Pistons basketball. Still 9 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time for Detroit to get a good look. And as Detroit sets up their out of bounds play, I will welcome Dave Garner to the chat room. Hello, Dave. Welcome to the ball game tonight. Hope you enjoy the game. Howie Comives is out on top for Detroit against Calvin Murphy. Bing is on the wing. Comives is going to try and take this one to the glass himself. He comes up short on the layup. It's tipped away and rebounded outside by Lanier. Lanier swings it back around to Bing, back to Comives on top. They look back to Lanier as he resets himself on the low block. Can Lanier get the Shot off? No, it's out to Mix with a strong move into the basket. Had an opening in the lane but could not finish. And Rudy Tomjanovich takes the rebound for San Diego, excuse me. Tomjanovich synonymous with Houston. This is the final year that the Rockets would play in San Diego. Beginning in '71, they would go to Houston. And not only would Tomjanovich have a good playing career in Houston, he later became the Houston Rockets coach for a very successful run that included 2 world championships. Back to action now as Murphy misses the 15-footer. Tomjanovich comes away with the rebound on cue. Tomjanovich is going to attempt the putback. His short jump shot is good. Rockets back up on top by 7 as the Pistons try to keep pace. They dump it down in the lane to Lanier once again. His short jump shot won't go down. Defended well by Hayes. The glass is cleared by Tomjanovich. Rockets looking to push the ball in transition. Murphy's one of the fastest men in the game, and he is fouled on the play by Mix. That was a blow-by, and Mix just reached out and grabbed him. And rather than give up the layup, he's going to put Murphy on the line for 2 free throws. Murphy hits the first. As Bob Lanier is going to take a rest for the Pistons. Murphy steadies himself and connects on the second. And the Rockets now lead 27-18, just over 4 minutes to play first quarter. Good crowd here in the chat room tonight. Important ball game for the Pistons. They can win this and move up to the gold tier, but the Rockets need to win this to force a third and decisive game back in Detroit. Detroit runs the offense. They get it over to Bing on the outside. He's going to attack the glass. He's cut off by Hayes. Short jump shot in the lane is no good, but Lance got him with the body. And it will be Dave Bing now going to the free throw line. With the bonus, he'll get 3 to make 2. Bing, the hero of game 1, his 2 free throws with 3 seconds in the game gave the Pistons the home win. Bing connects on the first shot this time. Second shot for Bing is also good. And it's a 27-20 basketball game. Rockets run the offense. They get it down to Hayes on the low block. Hayes now working against Otto Moore, the substitute. And Hayes with the short jump shot over Moore is good. Assist on the play to Stu Lance. 29-20. Now it's Bing attacking the glass once again. Takes it into the lane. Shoots over Hayes. It's good. Pistons trying to stay within striking distance and survive a very stellar first quarter performance by the Rockets. San Diego's already put up 29 points, and we're still got just a little over 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Pistons defending. San Diego looks back into Hayes. Hayes against Moore, can't get it to fall. Bing grabs the ball away, and he is fouled on the loose ball foul by Lance. That's 2 on Stu Lance. Actually, it's going to be Bill Hewitt, the backup power forward, going to the line for the Pistons. Not a good free throw shooter, only 58%. And the first shot is no good, and that one looked ugly. High off the rim. As Lance goes out of the game with the 2 fouls to be replaced by Bernie Williams. Hewitt connects on the second, and it is now a 6-point basketball game. Johnny Egan now into the game, running the point for San Diego, as Calvin Murphy gets his first rest. Egan swings it over to Bernie Williams. Williams outside, has it poked away and stolen by Bing. Here come the Pistons in transition. They've got the numbers. Bing takes it to the hole and drops it in. 10 first quarter points now for Dave Bing, and the Pistons are within 4. San Diego looks inside once again to Hayes. His short jump shot is no good, but he got his own board and tipped it back in. Nice stick-to-itiveness by Elvin Hayes. He's now got 16 in the quarter, and the Rockets are back out on top by 6. Pistons run the offense through Bing. Bing on the wing gets it back to Comives, and Comives hits the jump shot from the top of the key for his first 2 points of the game. San Diego looks to Williams. Now down to John Block on the low post. Block works against Hewitt. Short jump shot for Block is good. Give the assist to Johnny Egan. And just over 2 minutes to play. Rockets continue to lead by 6. Pistons get it down to Hewitt down low. Working against John Block inside. His short jump shot, tough shot from the baseline, but he gets it to go. Give the assist to Commons on the play. And it's a 4-point game, under 2 minutes to play now in the first. Rockets look back inside to Hayes. And he's got it stolen away by Moore. Steal by Otto Moore. Will the Pistons try to push it in transition? No, they're going to pull the ball back out and reset the offense now with 1:42 to play. Bing works against Bernie Williams from the perimeter. Gets it to Hewitt. Hewitt's jump shot is no good. Hayes with the rebound. And the Pistons now have a defensive quandary as Bing is back in transition, but he's got a 3-on-1 break coming at him. Egan in the lead. They get it to Hayes on the wing. Hayes driving layup, no good. Rebounded by Bing. Nice defense in transition by Dave Bing to stop that 3-on-1 and regain possession for the Detroit Pistons. This time Commons is just going to pull the ball back out and slow things down with 1.5 to play. Mix works inside against Tomjanovich. Can't get a shot. Swings it back out to Commons on the point. Commons clutches the perimeter jump shot and he hit another one. So a little spark from the bench here from Commons. 4 points, 2 assists in limited action here. As the first quarter winds down, the Pistons are now within 2. Rockets look to Elvin Hayes once again. Short jump shot from a tough angle is good. And Hayes is en fuego. Under a minute to play now. Rockets up by 4 after a very high scoring and well played first quarter. Comive swings it over to Bing. Working against Bernie Williams. Pick and roll with Moore. Bing gets a step, gets to the hoop. Shot no good. But a foul is called on Williams. As Bing, once again being aggressive, gets to the line. And he'll have 2 shots plus the bonus. Bing hits the first. Sets himself and gets ready for shot number 2. And it's good. 2-point game once again, 42 seconds to play. Rockets with the lead and the basketball. They look to Williams. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. They're in no hurry. Williams swings it back around to Egan. And it's stolen away by Mix. Mix gets another steal. And the Pistons have some numbers in transition. Comives takes it aggressively to the hole and gets the layup to go. And we've got a foul on the play on Egan. First personal on Egan, and Comives has the chance to convert the three-pointer and give the Pistons their first lead of the night. After San Diego shot out of the gates to begin this ball game. Comives hits the free throw. He's got 7 now, and the Pistons have a 1-point lead. San Diego has plenty of time. They do have Hayes available on the low block on the switch, but he cannot get the shot to go over Bing. Bing made him alter his shot, but Hayes gets his own rebound off the miss. And the putback attempt by Hayes, pump fake, shoot from in close, tipped away by Otto Moore. But it rolls around and drops in, and we've got a foul and a whistle on Hewitt. This Action PC play-by-play is a little bit slow on the fouls and on the rebounds. So I try to pace my commentary to keep up, but there will be little pauses along the way as the game engine takes its time figuring out what just happened. And in this case, what just happened was a putback and a possible three-point play for Elvin Hayes if he can connect on this free throw. He cannot get it to go. Battle for the rebound. And actually, we will have a second free throw. My fault. This is the bonus. Back in this day, it was 2 to make 1, which made for some very compelling basketball action. Hayes hits the second free throw. That is his 21st point of the first quarter. And that puts the Rockets back out on top, 38-36, as the Pistons now have the opportunity to take the final shot of the period. Comives to Moore in the low post, back to Comives. Comives shoots from in the lane. It bounces away, no good. And that will be the end of the first quarter. Very high-scoring first quarter for both these teams. As we take a look at the box score, San Diego tore it up, 50% field goal shooting, and Detroit at 48%. Very, very good shooting performance by both teams here in the first period. And the phenomenal Elvin Hayes, the Big E, with 21 points, 8 rebounds, 2 block shots in that first period for San Diego. And Dave Bing kept it close for the Pistons with a very nice 4 for 5 shooting performance. Lots of folks in some foul trouble. For Detroit, Walker has 2. And for San Diego, 2 of their starters, Stu Lance and Don Adams, both picked up 2 fouls in that first quarter. And with that, we are ready to head back to action here as we begin the second quarter of play with the jump ball. And this time it is the Pistons in control. Steve Mix on the wing, working against Don Adams, who's back in the game. Mix swings it over to Jimmy Walker. Walker from the outside puts up the jump shot, no good. Mix gets the offensive board. Mix takes it back up strong. He banks it. And it will not go. Moore gets the offensive board. Pistons with 3 shots at it here in their first position, but he threw that one away too high. And it is San Diego basketball. Missed opportunity there for Detroit. As I.D. Jester got himself a drink, and he's back. What are you drinking tonight, I.D. Jester? I'm going to guess Fireball. Am I right? Okay, San Diego basketball. Johnny Egan still running the point for the Rockets. Looks around and gets it to Trapp down inside. Trapp passes it back out to Lance on the perimeter. And Lance is going to drive to the basket. He's cut off by Dischinger. He cannot connect on the short jump shot. Tipped around by Adams, no good. Rebounded by Comives. And Comives brings it back to the Pistons end of the court. And he's going to look down low to Dischinger on the post. Dischinger open on the screen and roll. But he drops that ball out of bounds, and it's back over to the Rockets. I.D. Jester drinking Mountain Dew, only thing I drink. I'm a pretty big Diet Mountain Dew drinker when I get the opportunity. Tonight I'm drinking Diet Pepsi because my wife's out of town and I ain't been to the grocery store yet. Rockets basketball. Neither team has scored yet here in the second quarter. Egan looks around, finds Lance on the perimeter, working against Jimmy Walker with the 2 fouls. Lance's jump shot is no good. Battle for the rebound is taken by Don Adams. Adams with the putback attempt, lays it up and good. First basket of the night for Don Adams, and Rockets are back up by 4. Jimmy Walker has the ball outside, trying to find an opening against Stu Lance. Walker on the wing, takes it down to the baseline. Drops it inside to Mix. Mix with the tough shot from in the lane, no good. Out of bounds to the Rockets. Battle for the rebound there. Last touched by Dishinger, I think. And it will be Rockets basketball once again. Rockets looking to start the second quarter quickly, as they did the first. They're going to go right down to the man, Elvin Hayes. Posting up now against Dishinger down low. His shot won't go. And there's a battle for the rebound, and a loose ball foul is called on Dishinger. It'll be Trapp going to the line for one shot. And he hits it. 41-36, Rockets with the lead. Pistons basketball. Cabo still in the game as Bing takes a rest. Lanier also taking the rest. Jimmy Walker is determined not to take a rest. He puts it up from the wing and he drills it. Nothing but net for Walker. Walker had a hot hand last game against San Diego. Put up 24. Tonight he's off to a little bit more of a slow start, but there's still plenty of time for Walker to get it going. 41-38. Rockets lead by 3. They get it down inside to Trapp. Trapp working down low against Mix. Pump fake, short jump shot, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Comivs. So it will be John Trapp to the free throw line. Third-year man out of UNLV. His first free throw is good. 4-point lead for San Diego. And Trapp hits them both. 43-38 in favor of San Diego. Ball goes back over to Detroit. Comivs comes off a pick, has an opening, takes it into the paint. His shot is off the rim, no good. Tipped around and kept alive by Dishinger. Dishinger with a putback attempt. Shuffled the feet. No call from the refs. Shot from in close is no good. Rebounded by Adams. Just a disaster in there for Dishinger. Got the rebound. Could not get a shot away. Switched pivot foot. Still couldn't get the basket to go. San Diego looks back down inside to Hayes. Gets it from Egan on the pick and roll. Fadeaway jump shot, nothing but net. So the Pistons have gotten off to a slow start here in the second quarter, and the Rockets have opened the lead back up to 7. Detroit works it around down low to Moore. Moore takes his first shot of the game and connects. Nice setup by Comivs. And the Pistons are back in the scoring column. Egan duffs it down inside to Hayes. Dribbling it down low. Turnaround jump shot from short range. Spins out. Scramble for the loose ball. It's grabbed away by Trapp. Trapp tries to go up with the right hand off the glass. It's no good. And Otto Moore pulls the rebound. Back come the Pistons. Comivs from the outside. Defended by Egan. Sends it out to Dishinger. Dishinger with the baseline jump shot. And it's tipped away by Lance. Hayes grabs the rebound. San Diego basketball. That's now 9 rebounds for Hayes already to go with his 23 points. They look down inside to Hayes once again on the baseline. He backs in against Moore. Double pumps, lost it out of bounds. Ball back over to Detroit. Just over 8 minutes to play. Back into the game comes Bing and Lanier for the Pistons. Second unit kept it close. Let's see if Bing can get back into rhythm and get the Pistons back into the lead. Bing looks down to Lanier inside. Guarded by the much smaller Lance. Lanier with the short rainbow shot is good. And we have a foul on the play. Murphy got him with the body. So Lanier goes to the line with a chance for a 3-point play. Free throw shot for Lanier is no good. Rebounded by Quick. Quick on the offensive glass off the free throw. His little jump shot is tipped away by Lance. And this rebound is going to be snagged by Dischinger, and he passes it back out. Bing has the ball out on top. Actually, he's got it down low, covered by Murphy. Bing can't get a shot off. He's going to pass it back out to Walker on the perimeter. They swing it around to Quick, and finally down to Lanier on the low block. Working against Toby Kimball, the backup. Lanier gets a good look, but his shot is off the back iron, no good. And in the battle for the rebound, we've got a whistle and another foul on Jimmy Walker. That is his third. Very aggressive action on the boards down there. And Walker got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And Don Adams will shoot the free throw, and he hits it. Walker now with his third personal. They're going to need to get him over to the bench as quick as possible. Pistons basketball. Walker calls for it on the perimeter. Working again against Stu Lance. These two have been at each other all night. Walker steps around Lance, gets it to the basket, lays it up nicely, no good. Blocked away by Kimball. Quick grabs the offensive rebound for Detroit. His putback attempt with the left hand is no good around the rim and out. Bounces out of bounds. Basketball goes to San Diego. Hayes back into the game after a very brief rest. And he looks like he is ready for action. One of the parameters that is measured in the Action PC game, depending on a player's usage, they will measure how long it takes for a player to get rested when he is removed from the game, and that's one of the ways that they monitor the usage. Hayes must have a very short 0 to 100 ability to regain his stamina, because he doesn't sit out much, and he logs an awful lot of minutes in these Action PC contests. Murphy now, looking around, finds Don Adams loose on the baseline. Posting up in a mismatch against Walker, and Walker had to back away from that one because he's in the foul trouble, and Adams puts in the easy jump shot to put the Rockets back up on top by 6. Bing gets it over to Walker. Walker brings it into the paint. Layup from inside is good. Give the assist to Dave Bing on that play. Pistons still within 4 as the Rockets come back with Murphy back in the game and directing traffic. Working against Bing. Hall of Famer versus Hall of Famer. Murphy looks to get it down to Hayes, but it's thrown away out of bounds. Detroit basketball. Once again, Dave Bing with the stellar defensive play. And back on the offensive end, they go back to Lanier. Ring it up. And we've got a foul on the play on Don Adams. That is 3 on Adams. The foul trouble continues for Don Adams. Both teams actually have a man with 3 fouls at this point. Lanier with the opportunity for the free throw. He can cut the lead to 1 if he hits this one. And it's good. 13 now for Lanier. That sounds pretty good for a center until you look over and you see that Hayes already has 23 for San Diego. 1-point basketball game. Looked like a blowout at the beginning, but the Pistons have climbed back into it. It's a 1-point game. Murphy dribbles into the front court, swings it over to Lance. Lance tries to get it down to block on the baseline, and it's stolen by Dischinger. Pistons basketball, once again, a chance to take the lead. They've only led once tonight, and it was but a brief 1-point lead. They get it inside to Dischinger. Knocked out of bounds. Pistons will keep possession with 11 on the shot clock. They look inside once again to Lanier. Posting up against Hayes. Turnaround jump shot, all net. Once again, the Pistons have a 1-point lead. as the Rockets look to set up the offense. Murphy, guarded by Bing, throws it away. Basketball back over to Detroit. Finally, they get Walker to the bench with the foul trouble, and Comins is back into the game. Detroit's been hurt by injuries in this postseason. Their usual small forward, Erwin Muller, has been sidelined and not available. Their rookie shooting guard backup is Harvey Marlatt, and he has also been unavailable for this series. So they've had to use a three-guard rotation of Comins, Bing, and Jimmy Walker throughout the series, and fatigue has been an issue. But the Pistons now have the lead and the basketball. And Comins is going to look inside to Bob Lanier. Posting up against Hayes. Takes it straight to the net. Up with a shot. It's good. Here comes Bob Lanier. Testing his mettle against one of the all-time greats in Elvin Hayes. And acquitting himself nicely here so far. Midway through the second quarter, the Pistons now lead by 3. They work it down to Block. On the post against Dischinger. Shoots it from inside. Short rainbow is good. 1-point ball game. And the Pistons have it back. Lanier gets open again on the low block. Komives, can they get it to him? No. They pitch it over to Dischinger. Dischinger tries to lay it up. He can't get that one to go, but he is fouled on the play by Lance, and that is 3 on Lance. 2 shots now for Dischinger. Both teams with 3 team fouls in the quarter. Dischinger steps to the line, misses the first. Hi, D. Jester. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us for a while. If you catch us on the replay, we thank you for stopping by. Dischinger hits the second free throw, and it is 52-50. Pistons with the lead. Rockets looking to tie the game. Murphy looks inside to Block once again. Has a nice matchup against Dischinger. He unloads at point-blank range. This one cannot go, but he is fouled on the play by Dischinger. And it will be 2 shots for John Block for San Diego. Block out of nearby University of Southern California. First shot is up and good. Block now with a chance to tie the game if he can make the second. And he gets it. 52-52. 5 minutes 34 seconds to play, second quarter. Pistons basketball. They look inside to Lanier. He's picked it up here in the second quarter. Gets the ball from Bing on the pick and roll. Short jump shot rattles out. Rebound will be taken. No, we've got a foul on the play, and that's called on Bernie Williams. That's 2 on Bernie Williams. It will be Lanier stepping to the line for the Pistons, and his first is off iron, no good. Number 2 for Lanier is up and good. 18 now for Lanier. The Pistons lead by 1. Murphy back at the point. Looks down low for Hayes. Posting up against Dischinger. Strong move to the bucket. Shot no good. And this time the rebound will be taken by Quick. Pistons looking to extend the lead. Immediately they dump it down to Lanier. Inside backs down on Hayes. Short jump shot is good. Lanier is picking it up. That's 20 now for Lanier. 12 in the second quarter. Pistons back out on top by 3. Hayes wants it down low. Working it in against Lanier. Fadeaway jump shot no good. Rebound by Williams on the offensive glass, and he throws it back out to Murphy to reset the offense. Fresh 24 for the Rockets. Under 5 minutes now to play before halftime. They get it to Williams on the perimeter. Williams drives to the basket. Short jump shot over Dischinger is no good. Rebounded by Murphy. Murphy's simply going to dribble it back out and reset the offense for the Rockets as they have another opportunity to cut into the lead. Murphy works against Bing. Gets the return pass from Tomjanovich. Penetrates. Short jump shot is no good, but there's a foul on the play. That is going to be a loose ball foul on the rebound against Bernie Williams, excuse me. Tomjanovich came out of there with the rebound, but they called the foul on the push-off on Williams, and that is 3 on Williams. 3 for Williams, 3 for Stu Lantz, 3 for Don Adams. And into the game for the first time is the former Buckeye Larry Siegfried for San Diego. Free throw is up and good for Quick, and the Pistons lead by 4. They're going to keep pounding it inside to Hayes. He's gone cold in the second quarter. He can't get the runner to go. Trapp gets the offensive rebound. The putback by Trapp is up and good. 56-54. Pistons with the basketball and the lead. As they work it to Bing, and Bing dumps it to Lanier. Lanier is forced out on the baseline by Hayes. Can't get a shot. Passes it back over to Walker. He can't find Walker. He's finally forced to take the baseline jump shot, and he hits it. Not normally his spot, but he got that one to go. And that is 14 in this quarter for Bob Lanier. Pistons back out on top by 4. The first quarter belonged to Elvin Hayes. The second quarter has belonged to Bob Lanier as these two Hall of Famers duke it out underneath. Hayes in the low block wants it. Short shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Lanier. Lanier got the best of him in that battle. Bing thought about pushing the transition game, then thought better of it and pulled it back out for an offensive reset. He's got Quick open on the baseline. Jump shot good. Basket for Quick, and he is fouled on the play by Trapp. So it will be Quick on the 2 to make 1 as the Pistons look to go up 7, and that will be their biggest lead of the night. Quick hits the first free throw, and it is 61-54 Pistons. Pistons have just blown by the Rockets in this second quarter as we're now at 3.5 minutes to play. Rockets with Siegfried on the rim, working against Jimmy Walker. Siegfried still a good shooter at this point in his career. This time he tries to drive to the basket, and he is called for the offensive foul. Siegfried thought he might get a fourth foul on Walker, but he was a little too aggressive, threw his shoulder into Walker, and the call goes against the veteran Siegfried. Pistons basketball looking to extend their 7-point lead. They look to Walker. They can't find Walker. They get it to Quick. Quick on the baseline. He is trapped by the defense and has to call the timeout. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Pistons to assume the defense under the basket. Detroit will inbound with Hewitt. He can't find an open man, and that's a 5-second call. Another turnover for Detroit. And the ball goes back over to San Diego with just over 3 to play. Murphy calls for the pick. Dribbles to his left. Finds Hayes down low. Hayes works it inside against Bob Lanier. Rises up, and that one was halfway around, falls out. Lanier gets the rebound. The struggles continue for Elvin Hayes, and Detroit comes back with the basketball. Bing setting things up, works it down low to Lanier. We've got a whistle, and we've got an injury on the play. Jimmy Walker is pointing to his right knee, which he might have tweaked a little bit on that last rebounding scrum, but it looks like he's going to be okay, and he will stay in the game. Pistons reset the offense. They get it to Bing. Bing takes it strong to the hole. Off the screen from Lanier. His layup is no good. He lands hard on the floor. Block got him with the body. Block on the foul. Bing goes to the line, shooting 3 to make 2. First shot for Bing is no good. Bing's second shot is up and good. Now for the bonus. Chance to give the Pistons their biggest lead of the night. He missed that one. And Lanier stole the rebound. Lanier with the quick put back inside gets that to go. And the Pistons now lead by 10. That is 16 in the second quarter for Bob Lanier. He is on fire. And he is looking to send this San Diego crowd home disappointed tonight and end the Rockets season right here at the San Diego Sports Arena. Rockets desperately looking to get something going, swing it back over to Larry Siegfried. Siegfried from the outside this time drills it. And he's fouled on the play by Walker. Oh my goodness, that is 4 fouls for Jimmy Walker. And the lack of depth in the Detroit backcourt has reared its ugly head. Siegfried will shoot one. And he hits it. 3-point play for Siegfried. Rockets back to within 7. And Jimmy Walker still on the floor with 4 fouls. Bing dumps it to Hewitt inside. His short jump shot's good. Pistons back up 9. San Diego comes back with Murphy. Takes it to the hole against Bing. Crossed him over. Loses the ball. Murphy gets it back. Knocked away by Bing and stolen. 3 steals for Bing now. Bing presses the transition game. Detroit has the numbers. Bing to Quick. Quick's layup is no good. Around the rim and out. Rebound to Trapp for the Rockets. Probably an ill-advised charge there by Bing, as the Pistons have a nice 9-point lead. He gets it outside to Siegfried. Will Siegfried shoot again? Yes. He hit the last one. And this time we've got a whistle, and Murphy is called for the illegal screen, trying to get Siegfried an opening. But he threw that hip out there, and he is called for the offensive foul, and that is 3 against Calvin Murphy. Foul trouble adding up for both teams here tonight. This game, too, has been a war, and it's going to be a war of attrition in the second half. Minute 45 to play. Pistons still lead by 9. They have the basketball. They swing it around to Comets. Can he get it down low to Lanier? They can't get it to Lanier. They get it to Hewitt. Hewitt drives to the basket, but he got that left arm out there, and he's called for the elbow. Al, Red Sox fan, how you doing, my man? Thanks for joining the ball game tonight. It is just about halftime. Pistons leading by 9. The first quarter was all San Diego. Elvin Hayes scored 23 in the first quarter. He has been scoreless here in the second. And Bob Lanier has taken over the second quarter. And the Pistons have blown past the Rockets and established a 9-point lead as we have just a minute and a half to go before the halftime break. Hayes wants it down low, determined to get his offensive game going. Short jump shot misses. Rebound is tipped around and grabbed by Egan. Egan passes it over to Siegfried. Siegfried can't get it around Bing. They dump it down to Hayes once again in the paint. His soft layup is no good. Rebound grabbed by Comets. Detroit basketball. Lanier gets open on the block. He's the hot hand. They look to him. Posting up. He's in trouble. The double team came over, and Lanier is forced to call timeout. Still 12 on the shot clock. Plenty of time for Detroit to get a quality look. It'll be Hewitt to inbound. They get it down inside to Lanier. Just 3 on the shot clock. Lanier takes a quick shot from the low post. It's good. 18 points in the quarter for Lanier, and the Pistons are now up by 11. It was a double-digit lead for the Rockets in the first quarter. Here in the second, it is a double-digit lead for the Pistons. Trap inside. Finger roll comes up empty. Rebound on the play will be taken by Lanier. And the Pistons now have a chance for the final shot. Already leading by 11 points. They get it inside to Lanier. Pump fakes, throws it up, no good, but he is bodied on the play by Elvin Hayes. And Lanier will go to the free throw line with 3 to make 2. Lanier hits the first. Second shot for Lanier is good. 70-57. Just 1 second to play. I don't think San Diego's getting anything off. Siegfried at center court, can't get it to go. Can't get it off. That was a stunning second quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, a 34-19 advantage for Detroit in that quarter as San Diego just went south. Let's look at your scoring by quarter. This will tell the story. I misspoke there a minute ago. Hayes had 21 in the first and only 2 points in the second. And it was Lanier who took over the game with 20 points in the second quarter, as Detroit just blew by San Diego and opened up a 13-point lead as we go to halftime. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning, this is the Silver Tier playoffs for Detroit and San Diego. This is a best-of-3 series. Detroit took the opener at home, 108-106. As Dave Bing hit 2 free throws with just 3 seconds to play to give Detroit the opening game victory. If Detroit can win this road game in San Diego, they'll win the series and move up to the gold tier of the playoffs. If San Diego comes back and wins, that will force a Game 3 back in Detroit. We'll pull out the playoff brackets once again. And you can see in the top half of the silver tier, Cincinnati and Seattle are battling. And they split the first 2 games. Each team held serve on their home court. And they will be headed back to Cincinnati for the third and deciding game of that silver tier matchup. And once these 2 series are decided, it will be the gold tier. It will be the final 8, the Elite 8 of the NBA. Rounds 1 and 2 will be best 3 out of 5. And then the finals will be the best 4 out of 7. Milwaukee Bucks were the dominant team this season. They ran the table in the gold tier, finishing 20-0. All right, a quick channel update. Tomorrow, Saturday afternoon wrestling will be broadcast on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. We have a very exciting night of action tomorrow, including 3 big matches. In a number 1 contenders match for the NBA Heavyweight Championship, it will be Sting taking on the Great Muta. The Heartland Ladies Championship will be on the line when the tough Texas champion Angeles Lane faces off against the old school challenger, also a Texan, Rockin' Robin. Also the sister of Jake the Snake Roberts and young Sam Houston, the daughter of Grizzly Smith. Rockin' Robin had a fine career herself as a lady wrestler. And tomorrow afternoon she will get her shot against Angeles Lane with the Heartland Ladies Championship on the line. And the King of the Indies Tag Team Championship, the equivalent of the World Championship of Independent Tag Team Wrestling, will be held in the Heartland. The upstart champions, the 4-star heroes, Matt Nix and Chris Castro, from the West Coast, will take on the very renowned, legendary independent team, the Kings of Wrestling, Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio, now very familiar face to WWE fans, wrestling under the name Cesaro. But he was a tremendous tag team wrestler with Chris Hero in the Ring of Honor. And they get their shot at the World Tag Team Championships tomorrow afternoon. There will also be wrestling on the 4th of July. Our annual 4th of July pay-per-view known as the Freedom Festival. This will be Freedom Festival 2019, as we celebrate 13 years of Heartland Championship Wrestling. The World Championship will be on the line when AJ Styles, the new King of the Indies, defends against the exciting young contender ACH. The Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship will also be up for grabs with Moose, the dominant champion, facing a formidable challenge in the American Dragon Bryan Danielson, now known as Daniel Bryan, for his WWE tenure. And in a very exciting match, it will be the NWA Heavyweight Championship. The champion, Macho Man Randy Savage, will be at the Freedom Festival to take on the winner of tomorrow's Sting versus Muta contest. So you'll either see Savage against Sting or Savage against Great Muta. Either way, that's going to be a heck of a match. So that's this week's channel updates. We get 2 wrestling shows this week, but now we will go back to basketball, which is what y'all came for tonight. Once again, our halftime score, Detroit 70, San Diego 57. And with a quick drink of Diet Pepsi, we will get back to action. All right, the whistle's wet, and we're ready to head back for the second half of tonight's ball game. Resetting the lineup, still lots of foul trouble to contend with. Detroit controls the jump. Commons and Bing will start things off as Walker is on the bench with 4 fouls. Commons looks down low to Lanier. Lanier inside, and he's fouled hard by Trapp. That's 3 on Trapp, but they didn't want to give Lanier another basket. They're going to make him earn his points at the free throw line, and he missed the first. Battle on the rebound for Dischinger and Murphy. Murphy comes out with it. That must have been a foul on the floor, which is why that was only a 1-shot foul. San Diego comes back. They want to get Elvin Hayes going, but his attempted move to the post is kicked out of bounds by Bing. San Diego retains possession. Trapp to inbound. Out to Lance on the perimeter. Lance drives, gets it over to Adams down low. Very nice setup by Lance as Adams drains the open 10-footer. 70-59. Pistons looking to keep that lead at double digits. Look inside to Dischinger. Deflected away by Lance. Dischinger gets it and has it stolen by Murphy. Murphy and Trapp now will run the floor. Murphy takes it in against Lanier. He takes it all the way and lays it up and good. Murphy just blew by Bob Lanier on that one, and there was nothing Lanier could do about it. Lanier now looking for it on the post, covered by Hayes. Turnaround jump shot by Lanier is no good. Rebounded by Adams. Once again, the Rockets will run. It's Lance and Trapp going to the hole. Lance gets it to Trapp. Trapp lays it up and good. 70-63. Rockets quickly cut into that lead, and it is down to a 7-point game. First 6 points of the half belong to San Diego, as Detroit tries to stem the tide, keep the crowd out of it. Hewitt inside with the short jump shot is good over Calvin Murphy on the mismatch. And we've got a foul on Adams on that play. Adams got out of position. Murphy tried to recover on defense, and Adams came back into the play late and commits the foul after Hewitt had already made the field goal. Hewitt's free throw is no good. Rebounded by Trapp. 72-63. Detroit with the lead. San Diego with the basketball. They look inside once again to Elvin Hayes. Short jump shot from the baseline is no good. Rebound Tomjanovich. Rudy T working hard on the offensive glass. Can he get the putback to go? Yes, lays it up and good. Hayes has missed 10 straight. Lanier is asserting himself on the defensive end. What's Lanier going to do on offense? Can they get it to him in the post? No. Bing has to force one up. No good. Rebound goes to Hayes. Murphy directing traffic. Finds Hayes down low. Still working hard to get the points in the basket, and this time it is a foul on Dishinger coming over on the help side. Dishinger got him. It's on the floor. Just one shot for Hayes. And Hayes gets it to go. 72-66. Pistons ball. Bing works against Lance. Dumps it down low to Lanier. Lanier, 10 out of 10 rating on the low block, but it's stolen by Lance. And the Rockets regain possession. In transition, they look inside to Rudy T, posting up against Bing. His short jump shot rolls around the cylinder and falls off. Trapp with the rebound. His attempt at the putback is good. 7 points for Trapp, and the lead has been cut to 4. This has been a game of runs. Back and forth we go. Pistons trying to get it down to Lanier to quiet the San Diego crowd. Lanier inside, double dribbles. He turned it over, and the ball goes back to San Diego. They look inside to Hayes. Hayes with room to operate. But Komives came in from outside and poked that one away. Steal for Komives. Here comes the Pistons on the blue wave on the fast break. Komives to Lanier, and Lanier slams that one home. He got hit on the wrist by Trapp. So it's an and one for Bob Lanier. 6 of 10 from the line today. Make that 7 of 11 as he connects for his 31st point of the night. Pistons once again take the lead by 7. Murphy looking for Hayes, can't find him. They get it inside to Don Adams. 16 on the shot clock. They pitch it out to Lance. Against Hewitt on the mismatch. Jump shot cannot fall. Pulled away by Hewitt. Nice recovery by Hewitt there on the defensive end. And now the Pistons are going to go low to Dishinger. Can he get free? Bing looks for him, gets it to him, and it's taken away by Tomjanovich. Nice recovery on the defense by Rudy T. Very, very smart basketball player. And as I mentioned earlier, a fine Hall of Fame basketball coach as well. They get it inside to Hayes once again. His short shot is around the rim and falls out, but he is fouled on the play by Lanier. And it will be 2 shots for Elvin Hayes as he was in the act of shooting. And Quick Mix is into the game for Detroit. Bob Quick, Steve Mix, collectively known as Quick Mix, makes me hungry for a piece of cake. Hayes misses the free throw. Rebounded by Hewitt. Pistons still lead by 6. They look down low to Lanier. He pump fakes against Hayes. The running left-hander won't go down. Lanier got the rebound. His putback attempt is... He puts it up, but he is called for the offensive foul. He lowered his shoulder into Hayes. And the refs aren't going to let him get away with that. Trying to create space for himself on that putback attempt. San Diego basketball once again trailing by 6. Keeping it close here, 8:33 to play, third quarter. Murphy over to Adams, down to Rudy T. Back to Adams inside against Quick. Adams with the pump fake and the hook shot, no good. But he's fouled on the play by Bob Quick. Adams to shoot 2. 73% free throw shooter on the season. First shot is good. 75-70. Second shot for Adams is good, and it's a 4-point game. Third quarter belongs to the Rockets so far. Bing wants to do something about that. Gets the pass from Lanier on the wing. Drives it into the lane, runs over Adams. Layup no good, but they get the foul on Adams, and that is 5 on Don Adams. Foul trouble piling up for San Diego. Adams with 5, Trapp with 4. Murphy, Lance, Bernie Williams with 3 apiece. Bing from the free throw line. Connects on the first. Pistons back up by 5. Bing with the second shot is good. That's now 15 for Bing as the Pistons go up 77-71. 8 minutes to play, third quarter. They look inside to Trap. His short jump shot is off the side of the rim, no good. Pulled down by Lanier. They bring it down to Lanier in the block on the offensive end. Lays it up off the window and good. 33 now for Lanier. The lead is 8. Murphy this time calls his own number. Brings it into the front court on the wing. It's knocked away. There's a scramble for the ball on the floor, and we've got a tie-up. Trap will jump it up for San Diego against the smaller Howie Comivs, and indeed, Trap wins the tip. It goes out to Lance on the perimeter. Lance is going to attack the basket, and it's punched away by Bing. Bing picked his pocket. 4 steals now on the night for Dave Bing, one of the league leaders in that category. Bing coming back the other way is going to take it to the hole. His layup is good. He got around Tomjanovich, and he put that one in for his 17th point. It's been Dave Bing heating up here in the third quarter, and the Pistons now have regained the double-digit lead. Stu Lance dumps it into Trap inside. It's knocked away again. It's another loose ball, another scramble, and another tie-up. This time it will be Murphy jumping against Bing. Bing with the size advantage controls the jump. Detroit basketball. Chance to extend that lead now with under 7 to play. They look to Quick. Quick on the right wing. Fall away jump shot no good. But he is fouled on the shot by Trap, and that is 5 on Trap. Referees are starting to hear it from San Diego coach Alex Hannum. As Quick steps to the line and hits the first. You can see the free throw totals over here. Detroit has shot 36, soon to be 37 free throws to only 24 for San Diego. And Coach Alex Hannum is treading on thin ice here with the referees as Quick hits the second free throw. It's now a 12-point lead for the Pistons. Rockets with the basketball. They've got Adams open on the low block. Can they get it to him? Yes, they do. His short jump shot is good. Adams, despite playing with the 5 fouls, is able to get that shot to go. And that ends an 8-0 run for the Pistons. But the Pistons come right back on the offense. They run that double pick and roll. They get it to Lanier down low. He's wide open, but he cannot make the shot. He's fouled on the play by Lance. Another foul. This one gets very little argument from Hannum, as that was an obvious foul. Lance came over and just hacked Lanier as Lanier was trying to take that up strong. Lanier hits the first free throw. And now it's Bernie Williams into the game for Lance. Lance with 4 fouls. Williams already with 3 in very limited first half minutes. Lanier hits the second. The lead for Detroit is once again 12, and the Pistons are already in the bonus for the rest of the third quarter. Things are not looking good for fans of the San Diego Rockets. Murphy dribbles into the front court. Gets it back from Williams, dribbles to his left. Jump shot from the left wing, no good. Rebounded by Hewitt. Rockets have the opportunity in transition to make something happen. Comivs is leading the break. He's going to push it. He gets it ahead to Lanier. Lanier cannot get it to go. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Tomjanovich. And Tomjanovich looks like he came down funny on the knee on that rebound, and he is going to be assisted off the court, and he is out for this game and maybe more. That will bring the third stringer, Toby Kimball, into the game for San Diego, as the mood in San Diego has gotten somber. The beginning of the third quarter started well for San Diego as they got back into the ball game, but Dave Bing took things over and has pushed the Pistons back to a 12-point lead as we are now midway through the third quarter. Murphy looks inside to Hayes. Hayes works against Lanier. Pump fake, fadeaway jump shot, good. They need to get Elvin Hayes going if San Diego is going to have any prayer of coming back in this game and extending their season. Bing doesn't want to hear anything about that. He takes the outside jump shot and nails it. 19 now for Bing. Murphy works against Comets on the perimeter. Jump shot is blocked. Murphy wants the foul, but he gets no foul. That ball is out of play after a scramble, and it will be Pistons basketball. Detroit wants to run away and hide here in the third quarter. They're going to go back inside to Lanier, already leading by 12. They find Lanier in the paint, and it's stolen by Bernie Williams. Bernie Williams, second-year man out of LaSalle University, obviously not to be mistaken for the popular Yankees center fielder who would come along about 20 years later. Williams now works against Bing. What's he going to do? He dumps it down to Kimball. Looking inside to Hayes, they can't find him. Kimball's going to be forced to take his own basket. His running one-hander will not go. And the rebound is taken by Hayes. Can Hayes get the putback to go? The finger roll is up and good. 2 more for Hayes. The lead is back to 10. Comets runs the offense. Looks down low, can't find anybody. Tries to bounce it into Lanier. Can't get it to Lanier. Finally, they get it to him down low. His turnaround jump shot is tipped away by Elvin Hayes. Rebounded by Bing. 12 on the shot clock. Bing is going to reset the offense. They get it down low to Dischinger. Dischinger from the bank. Can't get the shot up as it's stolen away by Adams. Nice work by the Rockets defense on that possession. They jam it back down into Hayes. Under 5 minutes to play third quarter. And Hayes has it stolen away by Quick. It's 3-on-1 the other way. Bing in the lead. Bing takes it to the hole. Gets it from Quick on the give and go. He gave it up to Wing. He gets it back. Bing lays it up and good, and he is hammered by Kimball. It will be the bonus for Bing, so if he misses the first, he'll get another opportunity. Not likely to happen. Bing hits the first to complete the three-point play. That's 22 for Bing on the night, and the Pistons have equaled their largest lead of the game with a 13-point advantage, 90-77. Murphy, out high, looks at Williams on the perimeter. Back over to Murphy for the jump shot, no good. He wants the foul called, as he has now missed 6 straight. He's not going to get any help from the referees. And it's Pistons basketball. They work it around outside. They get it to Quick on the wing. Quick has a step on Don Adams. Tries to get it to Bing. Slapped away by Adams and stolen. San Diego looks back to Hayes. Hayes in the low post lays it up and good. Leads down to 11. 31 now for Hayes. Detroit wants Lanier. Lanier on the block. Can they get it to him? They can't find him. They finally get it to Lanier from Bing. Ball fake. It's up and good. Give the assist to Bing on that one. The lead is once again 13. We're now under 4 minutes to play third quarter. San Diego. Not happening on offense. Adams has to force up a shot. No good. Rebound Bing. Bing up the court to Lanier. Lanier fills the lane. His layup is no good. Kimball grabs the rebound, but there is a foul on the play, and that will be on Dischinger. That's 4 on Dischinger. And Kimball goes to a strange place for San Diego, which is the free throw line. It'll just be one shot for Kimball. And he is an abysmal foul shooter, but somehow manages to get that one to go. 92-80, 12-point Piston lead. Pistons have the basketball now. Bing works against Calvin Murphy. Murphy, an extraordinary outside defender. Bing tries to back him down. He's cut off by Hayes. Stops in the lane, short jump shot, no good. Nice help by Hayes. We've got a foul on the play, and that's going to be whistled on Bernie Williams. That's going to be 4 on Williams. And Bing goes to the free throw line for the 3 to make 2. First shot no good for Bing. Bing's second attempt is good. Now for the bonus. It's good. Biggest lead of the game now for Detroit, 94-80. 3:20 to play in the third. They keep pounding it down to Hayes down low. Working now against Otto Moore into the game. Hayes posts him up. Fadeaway shot. Moore got a piece of it. Rebounded by Kimball. Can Kimball make something happen on the putback? It's good. Rockets needed that one. Now they need some stops on the defensive end. Jimmy Walker back into the game, hounded by Larry Siegfried. They dump it down to Moore with a mismatch against Johnny Egan. But Moore's layup falls off the rim. He's fouled on the play by Trapp, and that is 6 on Trapp. Third quarter's not even over yet, and we've had our first casualty to the fouls in the person of John Trapp for San Diego. And Alex Hannum has just about seen enough of these referees. He's given him his best Earl Weaver there over on the sidelines. As Otto Moore goes to the free throw line, clanks the first one. He will shoot the bonus. And the bonus is also no good. Off the rim. He'll have a third opportunity now on the bonus. He releases that one. He missed all 3. Rebound to Elvin Hayes. So Rockets dodged a bullet that time. Yeah, San Diego with the basketball. They work it around to Adams outside. Being trapped by Hewitt. 10 on the shot clock. Can he get it back out to Egan? Egan on the perimeter. Forces one up, no good. Rebound Moore. Nice team defense that time by the Pistons. And the Rockets' offense just looks completely out of sync this quarter. Otto Moore inside. Short rainbow jump shot is good. And the lead is back up to 14 for Detroit. In the military, this San Diego offense has been run before. They call it the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot offense. And Alex Hannum is imploring his team to try and work for better shot selection. They keep forcing it down to Hayes on the post, and this time Egan walks with it. So things have gone from bad to worse for the Rockets. And the Pistons, with under 2 minutes to play, have a 14-point lead and possession, looking to extend this even further. Walker, his first touch in a while. Works against Kimball outside. Drives to the basket from the left wing. Cut off by Hayes. Jump shot no good. Rebounded by Adams. 3-on-2 for the Rockets. Egan pushes the transition. Gets the pass from Siegfried. Layup no good. Rebound Mix. The Pistons are going to pull this one out and milk some clock with 1:20 to play in the third. Still leading by 14. They work it around to Bing now working the point. Bing's 15-foot jump shot is no good. Rebound Kimball. Rockets come back down low to Hayes. Touch pass to Adams, back to Egan. Down inside, back to Hayes. Layup no good. Kimball grabs the rebound. Kimball's rebound shot is off the glass, and it rolls off the rim, but somebody got him on the arm, and that's going to go against Jimmy Walker. That's 5 against Walker. My goodness, the foul totals this game have been enormous. And the foul differential is still a thing. Kimball hits the first free throw. But if you look at this bottom line of the stat sheet, San Diego's been whistled for 29 fouls to only 19 for Detroit. And Alex Hannum is saying, come on, fellas, it's a home game, it's a playoff game, it's an elimination game. You got to give us a fair break. Kimball misses the second free throw, rebounded by Mix. Pistons still lead by 13. 45 seconds to play, third quarter. Detroit in no hurry. They work it around to Bing. Bing puts it on the floor, working against Egan. Bing steps into the lane, tries the alley-oop to Moore. Moore can't get the shot to go. Mix snags the offensive board. Mix with the putback attempt. Short jump shot around the rim. Can he drop it in? No. Somebody got him on the arm, and that's going to be on Don Adams, and that is 6 on Don Adams. This has been a crazy game as we've had 2 members of the Rockets foul out in the third quarter. The referees just can't get off the whistles. And it's Steve Mix now at the free throw line for Detroit. Mix, a second-year man out of the nearby University of Toledo, misses the second. He'll have the bonus here with the 3 to make 2, and he gets it to go. And the lead is up to 15 now for Detroit. It is desperation time here in the San Diego Sports Arena. As Egan looks for somebody to take the shot. They get it to Hayes. Hayes has struggled this quarter. He can't grab that one. It deflects out of bounds. San Diego will keep the basketball, but they've only got 3 on the shot clock, 5 in the quarter. They're going to have to get something up quick here. It's going to be block. In traffic. Unloading, no good. Rebounded by Moore. Can Detroit get one off in the last 2 seconds? They get it inside to Mix, outside to Komives. Jump shot is good. Will they count it? Yes, they count it. And at the end of the third quarter, it is 100-83 in favor of Detroit. I don't think anybody west of the Mississippi wants to see this box score. But it was actually, it was a game of runs there in the third quarter. It felt worse than it really was. If you look at the overall stats, it was 28-26. But if you will remember, San Diego trailed by 13 at the half, started the quarter on a nice run, but then Detroit took the game back over and pushed the lead back to 17. Let's see if we can get the... here's the scoring summary. Let's see if we can check out how things played out in the third quarter. As you can see, at the beginning of the quarter, it was 70-57. San Diego scored the first 6. Then went on another 5-2 run, so it was an 11-2 run to open the quarter. And San Diego got to within 4. They traded baskets for a while, and then Detroit went on an 8-1 run to open it back out to a 12-point lead, which then grew to a 17-point lead by the end of the quarter. So San Diego's really going to have to put on their big boy pants and get something done here in the fourth quarter, or else it's going to be sayonara to San Diego, not only for 71 but forever, because they're headed to Houston for the 71-72 season. Detroit wins the tip. They get it inside to Driscoll in the lane. That would be Terry Driscoll, rookie out of Boston College. He can't get the layup to go. It's rebounded by Siegfried. And San Diego brings it up. Siegfried looking for the open man. Bounce pass into Hayes. Hayes with the baseline jump shot is good. If they can get a fourth quarter flurry out of Hayes, they have half a chance of getting back into this one, but they're also going to have to get things done defensively. And they've already lost 2 of their players to foul trouble. Detroit basketball, quick outside. Guarded well by Siegfried. 11 on the shot clock. Quick looks to give it up. Gets it down inside to Driscoll. Driscoll's going to have to force one up with the shot clock running down, and he couldn't get it off. Good defense by San Diego as they get the stop. Trailing by 15. Can they convert on another opportunity? They go inside to Hayes. Working against Moore. Hayes is fouled by Moore. That'll be one shot. As a Bronx cheer emanates from the San Diego faithful. Hayes misses the free throw. And Moore takes the rebound. So Pistons have the basketball once again, leading by 15. In the backcourt, they get it to Quick. Quick looks to Mix. Mix looks inside to Otto Moore. Moore gets the ball on the pick and roll, and it's picked away by Lance. Good steal by Stu Lance, his second of the game. Let's see if San Diego can get the offense going. They look into Hayes. He's got Quick on his hip on the switch. His fadeaway jump shot's good. Hayes off to a good start in this fourth quarter. Lead is down to 13, but there's still a long way to go. Howie Comibs. On the perimeter, has it stolen by Siegfried. Once again, San Diego basketball. They swing it to Egan outside. Egan drives. Dishes it to Block. Block with the jump shot from the perimeter. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled. And it will be Block shooting 2 for the Rockets. San Diego inching ever closer. First free throw is good. And immediately Bing is back into the game for Detroit. As Block misses the second free throw. And the rebound is taken by Terry Driscoll. Lead already down to 12 as Houston has scored the first 5, San Diego has scored the first 5 points of the quarter. They work it around to Bing. Bing sends it back over to Comibs. Comibs takes it to the basket. Couldn't get it up. 24-second violation. Comibs got into the lane, got caught in the tall timbers, and the shot clock expired. Rockets still on the comeback trail. Lance now working at the small forward position as San Diego's had to go small. Lance steps around Mix on the defense and gets the easy layup. And it's down to a 10-point game. Still 9 minutes to play. Plenty of time to go in this one. Still anybody's ball game as the fans in San Diego are stomping and chatting and cheering. They want to see their season continue. Jimmy Walker now from the outside has it knocked away by Siegfried. Pistons will retain possession with 8 on the shot clock. Lanier back into the game for Detroit. Butch Van Biederkoff trying to stem the tide of this run as the Pistons have been scoreless for the first 3 minutes of the quarter. They get it inside to Dischinger. His layup is blocked away by Lance. Rebound battled for, taken by Siegfried, and a loose ball has been fouled on. A loose ball foul is called on Lanier. It'll be 1 free throw for Lance, but that's already 3 team fouls on the Pistons here in the opening minutes of the fourth quarter. Lance on the free throw is good. Leads down to 9. San Diego fans imploring their team to Play some defense. Quick with the basketball. Guarded well by Siegfried. 15 on the shot clock. They swing it around to Murphy. Back over to Bing. Bing tries to take it to the glass, and he is guilty of the offensive foul. First foul of the game on Bing. It's going to be Bing and Walker now in the backcourt as Kamovs needs a rest. Walker back into the game with the 5 personal fouls. But the Pistons need help as San Diego has a run going. Murphy looks to get past Bing, and it's stolen by Walker. Double teamed out on the perimeter, and Walker came away with the steal. Detroit dumps it into Lanier on the pick and roll, and it's stolen by Siegfried. 3-on-2 for the Rockets with Siegfried in the lead. He's going to stop and pull that one back out and wait for Calvin Murphy to come and set up the motion offense for San Diego. Still 8 minutes to play. Plenty of time for San Diego to get back into this one. They want to get it to Hayes again. Inside against Lanier. Pump fakes, fade away is good. Tapped in by Kimball. That one got off the rim, but Toby Kimball alertly tapped it back in. And the lead is now back down to 7. Pistons still scoreless. Now 4 minutes into the 4th period. Bing wants the ball outside. Comes off the pick from Hewitt. Gets into the lane, finally gets the layup to go. And the Pistons have their first points of the 4th quarter. But it is a 9-point game as the Rockets' hope continues to spring eternal. Block has an open jumper on the baseline. Can he connect? He got it. He got it. It was a rim rattler, but he got that one in. Lead is down to 7. Detroit wants Lanier. Sliding down low against Hewitt. Shot no good. Rebounded by Hewitt. Hewitt's attempt on the putback. Little fadeaway is no good. Battle for the rebound. And it's taken away by Bing. Elbows flying everywhere. It is getting physical. And the referees finally listened to our Red Sox fan on that occasion and decided to let him play. Detroit resets the offense. They post it up to Lanier, and again it is stolen by Siegfried. Detroit with San Diego with the numbers. 4-on-3. Led this time by Murphy. Murphy gets it to Hayes. Hayes all alone down the court. Lays it up and good. And it is a 5-point game. Here come the San Diego Rockets. And now it is Detroit who is looking confused on offense. Steve Mix has it on the wing. Guarded by Block on the switch. He's going to take the baseline jump shot. It's off rim, no good. But Block got him with the body. And it will be Steve Mix shooting 2 for the Pistons. Trying to put an end to this furious San Diego rally. Mix digs in at the line and hits the first. Wholesale substitutions for the Rockets as they're going to give Murphy a rest. Hayes takes a rest. Saving it up for hopefully a final run to get back into this game. As Mix hits the second free throw and the Pistons go up 7. Under 7 minutes to play. Williams working against Walker, who's got the foul trouble. Williams shoots the jump shot, no good, but he is fouled this time by Bing. Bing came over to help out and got a hand in there. And it will be Williams at the free throw line. He can make things happen, as his first free throw is good. Williams a streak shooter. We've seen at least one 20-point game from him this season. Williams hits the second, and once again we have a 5-point game. Every moment of rest they can steal for Elvin Hayes is a blessing for the Rockets as the Pistons look to set things up. They get it down to Dishinger down low. He's got some good moves, and he is fouled by Block down low. That foul took place on the floor, so that'll be just one shot for Dishinger. And he connects. 6-point game now, 105-99, 6 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Rockets looking to get back into this. Hayes wants the ball down low. Hayes with the pump fake. Short jump shot, won't go in. Rebound on the play goes to Bing. Bing with 7 rebounds and 7 assists to go with 26 points. Very fine all-around game by the Detroit All-Pro and Hall of Famer. Bing now directing traffic on the offensive end. Guarded by Egan. Swings it over to Walker on the wing. Walker pulls the trigger. He's got an open look. It won't go down. Block with the rebound. San Diego basketball. Detroit does a good job getting back on defense in the transition. And San Diego will set things up in their half-court offense. They dump it down to Hayes. Posting up and blocked away by Dishinger. Who's going to get that rebound? Hayes gets his own board. Hayes on the putback. Jumper in close is no good. And this rebound is taken by Otto Moore. Hayes had 2 cracks at it that time and could not make the conversion. Pistons once again with the basketball, protecting that 6-point lead. Bing brings it up. He's going to look inside to Dishinger. Working the low post against Kimball. Short jump shot is off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Block. San Diego with numbers in transition. Egan leads the break, but he loses it out of bounds back over to the Pistons. And that brings Murphy back into the game along with Elvin Hayes for the Rockets. And they are ready for the last 5 minutes of play. Hoping against hope to regain the lead against this very strong Detroit basketball team. They work the offense around to Bing. Bing against Bernie Williams is going to take it to the hole, but he could not get the shot off ahead of the 24-second clock. I think it was Dave Gardner who observed that this shot clock can run pretty fast in Action PC basketball, and we've seen that on a couple occasions here tonight. And hello, Tribe fan. Welcome to the game. You are just in time, my man. It has been a very exciting game. I'll set the stage for you. This is Game 2 of a best-out-of-3 playoff series between the Detroit Pistons and the San Diego Rockets. Detroit won the first game. They can close out the series with a win here tonight. They opened the fourth quarter with a 17-point lead, but the Rockets have clawed their way back into it and trail now only by 6. As the Rockets attempt to even the series here tonight and force a decisive Game 3 back in Detroit. So Calvin Murphy has the basketball, looking to set up an offense. He's got Lance on the perimeter, blocking Hayes down low. They dump it down to Hayes down on the block. Hayes lays it up nicely, but it rolls around and squirts out. Lanier with the rebound, and that is a double-double for Bob Lanier. Both Lanier and Hayes have been splendid tonight. Each of them has 37 points as the rookie Lanier battles the veteran Elvin Hayes. And it's been an even matchup. Dave Bing has had a wonderful game for Detroit, and he's been the difference maker. Detroit looks inside to Lanier. His short jump shot is no good. And the rebound is off to Bing on the offensive glass. He passes it back out. Detroit works it back around. Lanier gets open on the post once again. They dump it down to him again. His one-hander is around the cylinder and out. It was halfway in before it fell out and blocked on the rebound. San Diego with yet another chance to cut into the lead. Now under 4 minutes to play. Murphy looks to block on the outside. Block working outside against Hewitt. Moving on the wing. 15-footer is around and out. It looked like that might go. Dischinger grabs the board for the Pistons, and once again the Rockets miss an opportunity to cut into the lead. Bing brings the ball up against Murphy. Detroit content to move it around. They get Dischinger on the wing, 7 to shoot. Dischinger from the baseline. Jumps and releases, no good. Hayes with the rebound. Both teams are into a scoring slump here in the late fourth quarter. This is the clutch time. This is when the good players are supposed to step it up. Hayes wants it on the block. Good look inside. Shot won't fall. San Diego now scoreless for over 3.5 minutes. Hayes gets the offensive rebound and passes it back out to Lance. Lance working against Jimmy Walker. Outside jump shot, no good. And Dischinger comes away with the defensive board for the Pistons. Frustration abounds on the San Diego bench as they cannot get the hoops they need to cut into this lead. And Detroit once again brings the ball down slowly. Bing over to Walker. Walker's got a step on the perimeter. Coming off the pick. His 15-footer won't go. Around the rim and out. Lanier catches the rebound. Lanier on the putback. Misses the short jump shot. And this one's going to be pulled out by Hayes. Lance is going to push it. San Diego on the break. Lance takes it in, cannot get the layup to go. Hayes grabs the offensive rebound. Hayes on the putback attempt, hustling back, is fouled by Hewitt on the reach-in. That is the 5th team foul on the Rockets, and that'll be 2 shots for Elvin Hayes. Maybe the Rockets can get something done at the free throw line now that they are in the bonus. And Hayes connects on the first. Second shot by Hayes is up and good. The lead is 4. Still 2.5 minutes to play, plenty of time. Pistons with only 5 points here in the fourth quarter. But the Rockets have gone cold here down the stretch. Bing works against Murphy. He's going to put it on the floor. Can he get into the lane? He's cut off by block. But his shot is up and good. A clutch basket by Bing. There was contact but no whistle. Bing got the shot to go. The Pistons once again lead by 6. Hayes calling for it down low. Gets the lob from Murphy. Turnaround jump shot, nothing but net. Lead is back to 4. Pistons with the basketball. Content to run some clock. They can't find Lanier down low. Bing is hounded by Murphy out on top. Bing's going to take it into the paint. It's stolen by Murphy. Fine defensive play by Calvin Murphy. Murphy will run with Lance, but Bing knocks that one away and steals it. Another clutch play by Dave Bing as Murphy thought he had the open look to the glass. Bing stole the basketball. And we're now under 2 minutes to play. Detroit still with a 4-point lead. Bing working against Murphy. 15 on the shot clock. They get it to Walker. Walker in the lane. Shoots over Lance. Gets it to go. That is a clutch basket for Jimmy Walker. Tonight was not his best game. He struggled from the floor. He struggled with foul trouble, but that was a huge basket for Jimmy Walker. The Pistons are back up 6 with just 1:39 to play. Coming down the stretch. Rockets. Look to Lance on the perimeter. Pick and roll with Kendall. Lance takes it hard. Lays it up. Off the rim, no good. He had a good look at that one and again could not get it to go. Detroit has numbers. Quick gives it to Walker. Walker lays it up and good. 4 points for Walker in the last 2 minutes. And the Pistons have opened up the 8-point lead. Things are getting desperate here in San Diego. They try Hayes once again on the block. Well defended by Lanier. From the post. Jump shot is good. The lead is back to 6. That may be too little and too late. We're going to try some strategy here. Do we go to steal and foul? Minute 14 to play. Yes, we've got to get the possession back for San Diego. Detroit is going to burn some clock. Bing, 16 on the shot clock. Tightly defended by Murphy. Bing forces up a jump shot, no good. But there's a whistle and a foul on Murphy on the shot. Actually, no, they call that on the floor. Murphy fouled Bing before he could get that shot off. So this will just be a one-shot foul, and that's what the Rockets need. Bing, a very solid free throw shooter. Oh, he missed it. Bing missed the free throw, and Hayes grabs the rebound. Still hope for the Rockets, trailing by 6. Final minute of play. They need a quick shot. Murphy's going to pull the trigger himself. Working against Bing, a solid defender. And Murphy throws it away. Costly turnover for the Rockets and another missed opportunity for San Diego. This has been a quarter of missed opportunities for these Rockets. And Detroit's going to let some more clock burn. .41 seconds to play. Detroit burning some more clock. Bing with 11 on the shot clock. Looks to start the offense. Dishes to Lanier. Back outside to Bing. Bing on the drive. Back to Lanier. Lanier with the jump shot. It's good. That is an 8-point lead for the Pistons and down to 36 seconds to play. That was masterfully done. Nice two-man game by Bing and Lanier. They burned all the shot clock and got the points. And that was a dagger. Murphy calling his own number once again. Quick jump shot from the right wing. Down the baseline. Can't get the shot off. Pitches it out to Lance. Lance throws up a jump shot. He's fouled by Bing. Shot no good. But Lance will get the free throws. 21 seconds to play. Lance hits the free throw. And that's going to be 113-106, a 7-point lead for Detroit. And Lance hits the second. The lead is 6, but only 21 seconds to play. Pistons content to hold the ball with Bing. And he is knocked to the floor by Kimball. And now it will be 2 shots for Jimmy Walker. As the Pistons look to seal this one from the free throw line. Walker connects on the first and hits the second. Only 12 points tonight for Jimmy Walker, but he had 2 key baskets in that fourth quarter stretch that were some redemption for Kid Dynamite after a very, very rough night with foul trouble. Murphy's going to jack another one up. He can't get the shot off. Gets it over to Lance, over to Block. Block with the shot. Air ball, no good. Detroit basketball. And with 10 seconds to play, the Pistons are going to look to run the clock out and hopefully end the series. Bing over to Walker. Walker fouls him. And with 1 second to play, it will be 2 shots for Bing. As the San Diego crowd comes to its feet, they realize that hope has left the building. And the Rockets will be leaving San Diego for the final time, headed to Houston for 71-72. And in the final second of play, Murphy at half court can't get the shot off, and that's your game. So finally, it was a 10-point victory for Detroit. Although the line score didn't update yet. Final score 117-107 in favor of the Pistons. and they sweep the series over San Diego. Lanier's got to be your player of the game. 39 points, 11 rebounds. Bing was invaluable with 30 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Jimmy Walker came through in the fourth quarter with some key baskets to finish in double figures with 12. San Diego was all about Elvin Hayes, just like they were all season long. Hayes scored 43 points, but it took him 43 field goal attempts to get there. None of his teammates were able to contribute. And the San Diego Rockets come up short. So we'll take you back now to the playoff bracket. And this is when we move Detroit forward with the 2-0 sweep over San Diego. And lucky Detroit, they get to go into the gold tier playoffs now, where they will face the Milwaukee Bucks, who went 20-0 on the regular season and are rested and ready for Lanier and his mates. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us tonight for the broadcast. We had a great crowd tonight. Our Red Sox fan, Tribe fan, thanks for coming out. W. Voggs, thanks, Will, for joining us. Dave Garner, ID Jester. Good gang here tonight. The original Grognard, the man who helped me get into this YouTube streaming business. So thanks to everybody who came to the ball game tonight. Once again, we'll be back with Heartland Championship Wrestling at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. You won't want to miss it as Sting takes on the Great Muta, and the Kings of Wrestling go for the King of the Indies Tag Team Championship against the 4-Star Heroes. All right, once again, thank you all for coming. That's our stream, and I am out of here.